and welcome to Viva, Aaliyah, Season 3, Episode 8, which means we are halfway through this third season. What the fuck? We have been doing Viva, Aaliyah for 2.5 seasons, and this is bonkers. Anyway, we started, of course, in quarantine, and we are finishing this season out by competing at a national pageant this year. My team and I are going to National Entertainer of the Year. We are about to slay, and I have some of them with me today. Before we get into that, I just wanted to let you know that you can support myself and my team. My Venmo and my Cash App are below. Any donation will help us get to where we need to be for nationals. We're going to slay either way, though, honey. Or if you're really interested in getting your hands on some merch, then you can go to my website. That is AaliyahMartinezQueen.com. Again, AaliyahMartinezQueen.com. And you can click right on the shop and make sure that you have your Viva Aaliyah or ELY merch for nationals. We are going to nationals July 22nd through 25th. And I couldn't be happier to have I have 2 with me right now and maybe 1 joining later. We're sending all of our Viva Aaliyah love out to Bradley. His sister is giving birth. And so maybe he is going to join, maybe he's not, depending on the status of that. Until then, I have 2 beautiful human beings, some souls that I love with all of my heart. One of them happens to be in the drag fam. Of course, all of my kids are in the drag fam. But this one I met in Curacao. He's a very dear friend of mine. We've kept in contact. And when we were in Curacao, we were like, wait, where do you live? Wait, where do you live? And we both happen to live in New York City. Oddly enough, we met in a different country and realized we were from the same city. But this is my friend, Ryan Davis, who is actually going to be with us at Nationals as one of the dancers. So Ryan, welcome to Viva Aaliyah. Hi, babe. How are you?
Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. You look lovely, like always.
You had that pose down. You were...
Oh, should I do it too? Oh my God, you look so beautiful.
Eliana, you're going to snatch the crown. We are going to do everything we can to snatch that crown. So tell me about you. Tell me what you've been up to. Tell me how excited you are. Let's get into it.
Well, I've just been working during COVID, but right now it's dying down. So I'm getting used to the normalcy again, going to the gym, seeing friends. And I'm also being so excited about being in the pageant with you because I'm there to support you. I know you always bring your A game, but I know you're going to bring something extra. And I'm ready to see you win.
Actually, it's kind of my middle name.
Yeah, like Aaliyah winning Martinez. Like
winning extra Martinez. It's hyphenated.
Yes, right?
The actual most important question, though, of the night is, what are you drinking? What's in your glass, babe?
My lovely husband made me a margarita.
Come on, margarita.
Give me 5 of these and I'm ready to go.
Not 5.
Yeah, 5 is just the perfect amount.
Well, let's get you on your way to your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So cheers to you, babe.
Cheers.
All right, digging into the interview. What is the thing that you are most excited about? Now, let's actually start off this way. Have you ever been to a national pageant?
I have never been.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
So that's actually one of the things that I'm excited about because I've seen pageants on TV, but I've never seen pageants live. So being there for the first time is one of the things I'm looking forward to.
I love that. Is there anything else that you're like, I don't know about this, but I'm really kind of excited to see what it is?
I'm excited to see what the other girls will bring. You know what I mean? Because everyone's going to bring their A game, but we have our, A game also ready. But I'm also excited about seeing new people and like meeting new friends throughout the process. So that's one of the things I'm excited about. But what am I most scared of? Messing up and disappointing mother.
There is nothing that you will all do to mess up. I promise you that. We have such an amazing team, and each one of you were handpicked for a reason. I have faith in you. I know that you can do it. Girl, if you can learn the cheers that you've learned in your life, you can definitely learn this routine. So
I'll definitely be cheering for you.
I mean, we will all be cheering for each other. I'm so excited. I always say people say on my teams, like, you won the title. No, baby, we are going to win this title. This team, Team Martinez, Viva Aaliyah is going to win together. We're going to do it as a group, not necessarily as one individual. So the things that you're excited about, we talked about. Is there anything that's like that piques your curiosity about pageantry? Maybe you want to join in on it one day?
I mean, it's always been the back of my mind, but I'm like, it's always like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and then at the last minute, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. But I think seeing you perform in your element, I think will give me the courage to actually do it. Because all you need is the right mentor, and everything else is history. So, mother,
here she is. I'm here for you.
Thank you.
Besides messing up, is there anything that you're like terrified about?
That's a hard question. I'm not terrified at it because people have always told me that like I'm a people person, but I just like curious like how I'm gonna get along with the other dancers. But knowing you being the person you are, I know you surround yourself with beautiful people, so I'm not worried at the end of the day. So that's one of the things.
Just like you are only as good as the person who performs the lowest in your class or in your group. We are only as beautiful as the least attractive person in our group. And that's inside and out. And I don't hang out with ugly people, inside or out.
Right? Oh my God, yes, I don't either.
Beautiful bitches, you know? I saw, for those of you watching, you've heard me say this before, but I can see backstage and I saw Ethan go, where the hell is she going with this? I saw it coming. So do you have any reservations about going to Louisville? That is where
I've never been. The only time I've heard about it was when Kelly Underwood was singing about it, about breaking a guy's car.
Wait, Carrie Underwood or Kelly Pickler? Because you combined them.
Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've heard of it before. I've never been. I'm excited. So I'm gonna bring my booty shorts, look cute.
Yes.
With my wedding ring, of course. But still, you could still look. You could still look. It's fine. You could look.
That old school song, look but don't touch, don't touch.
Unless you pay for it, girl. I'm expensive.
Oh, we have a price limit. What is the price limit?
Usually it comes in a form of a house, a car, maybe 6-figure cash. Oh, and also rice on the side, because you know I'm Asian.
Rice on the side. Hey, the Mexicans do it too, honey. Rice on the side. So we have it runs in the family. The expensive taste is what you're saying.
Yes, honey. Yes.
Yes. And since this is actually kind of like our debut together on the show as well, you are a part of the family. You are the child. You are the fruit of my loins. Do you want to give everybody a little insight into your drag name, your drag persona, your drag everything?
So, of course, it's the House of Martinez. So it's gonna be classy, a little bit bougie with a little bit of sass. My drag name is Pinoy Grigio. But I haven't been in drag yet because I'm waiting for you to do me live on your show.
Honey, you tell me the date and we are there.
Okay, great.
Yeah. But you are, the name is a catch-on phrase.
Yes, to Pinot Grigio.
Yes, Pinot Grigio, but you're Pinoy Grigio.
Yes, because, you know, I'm brown, cute, and tiny. And sassy.
And sassy.
And sassy.
We got to show them who we are every now and then.
And I have black hair like you. I don't do blonde because blonde is overrated. So, yes, that's a shade to everybody else wearing blonde hair. Okay?
Unless it's a colorful hair, I don't have any blonde at all.
Yeah, I don't either. It's done. It's been done. Like, next.
Done. Brunette's actually more fun. Sorry.
And I match the carpet down there. So, you know, everything's natural.
The drapes match the carpet. Yes. We live. Yes. So being on Viva, going to nationals, this is a big thing for all of us. I just want to tell you how grateful I am that you are going to be a part of the team. It's good to have friends and companions and people that you can trust and rely on be with you. Mm-hmm. So thank you for being a part of the team. I really am like dying to have everybody together and we can start rehearsals and just see how everybody's going to vibe. I know that there's no doubt in my mind that everything is going to be nothing less than slayage.
Yeah, and I think I'm the oldest, so I'm gonna be like the grandmother of the group.
We don't have to announce it. No, you actually might be though. But you know what?
Thanks, mother. Thanks.
The good thing about you is melanin tends to just stay beautiful.
Look at this, all of this, no wrinkles, nothing, honey.
But age is just a number, dear. That's it.
Yes, and divided by 2, so I'm 20.
I can't with you. All right, so I asked each of you to come up with at least 2 questions for me. You asked me if I wanted it hard or soft.
Yes.
And
I mean, should I start soft?
Yeah, we always start soft and then we go hard.
Oh, I'm the other way around, girl.
Oh, okay.
I must have gotten it from Dad.
So what are your questions for me, babe?
All right, the soft one. It's just a fun because I'm just curious. I know I've seen a lot of your dresses; they're amazing. So I just want to know what color is your evening gown?
Ooh, which one? There's 2,
Oh.
Prelim and there's final night.
I want to do prelim because final night I want everyone to be surprised. Can you describe it at least?
Yeah, my prelim gown is nude and blood red. It's nude and blood red together.
Nice.
You know,
and I'm pretty sure that
we love a nude silhouette.
Yes, I like being nude. Period. Like I could go out there naked.
Hello, and it may look
and win.
Never know.
All right, the next question. If you can describe the color red to a blind person, how would you describe it? Ooh, you said you wanted it hard.
The color red to a blind person. Wow, this is a good question. This is like a Q&A question, so that's actually one of the categories I'll compete in. I will explain really quick, and then I will answer your question. EOY, though, goes off of your biography, so whatever I submit, those are the questions they ask. But at other pageants like Continental or US of A, or even Gay United States, they would ask something like this. So very good warm-up for nationals. If I could describe the color red to somebody. So the color red for me is it's warmth, it is boldness, it is brazen, it has ferocity to it, and it is something that once it envelops you, you will never forget it.
We have a winner. Forget the pageant. Where's the crown?
We won the crown. We won the crown. That's how I would describe red.
Oh, great. Yay.
Anything that's been lingering on your mind the past few days. Anything else? I'm giving you a bonus round of questions.
Well, I was talking to Dad earlier about like how I've been trying to keep myself healthy, going to the gym more. So I won't be that girl on the side, like, oh, who's she? But you know what I mean? Like I want to make sure that I bring my A game and like I put every effort into this because we are gonna be seen by a lot of people, and you're gonna remember this moment. So I just want to come as my best.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a fabulous answer. Jaja Adore from Nebraska. I will see you in like 2 weeks, my dear. I will be in Nebraska judging Miss Gay Nebraska, which Jaja will be handing down. So, yes. I am going to put you backstage. Well, actually, Chip is going to put you backstage for a second.
Backstage? Oh, no, baby's never in backstage, honey.
No, we're going to put you in your dressing room, darling. And then we are going to bring on another guest. So I will see you in a minute, my dear. Miss Pinoy Grigio. All right, we're going to bring another beautiful soul, somebody I have known for a few years now. We started in the New York City Gay Men's Chorus together. He has become one of my dearest, closest friends. I feel like anytime we chat, it's like we picked up where we left off the last time. He just came over the other day with the other dancers, and I just felt like I had seen him yesterday, even though it had been months because of COVID. But this beautiful soul is my dear friend, Ethan. Ethan, Team Talent.
Hello, Aaliyah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. How are you doing?
Just,
Like,
loving life, getting shit
yes.
together. We're about to compete at nationals.
We are. I think this is gonna be like my second performance
Yeah.
with you. It's gonna be my second performance.
Yeah, you performed in my hand down of Miss Gay United States.
Yes, I did.
So we did a little neon fantasy moment for that.
We did a little bop there.
Yeah.
It was good. It was fun.
It was cute. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So first question for you, what are we drinking? I heard you had a shot in hand earlier. So
A shot. So tonight we are drinking a nice whiskey with a Coke, a honey whiskey with a Coke. So we're gonna cheers to that.
Cheers.
Go right there.
Yes.
I'm a whiskey man, so it's like I'm kind of like an old man at heart. So I like
I'm an alcohol content kind of girl. So as long as it has an alcohol content, we can drink it.
Yes.
I've been known to I've been known to use the phrase if there's nothing else around, I could suck the alcohol out of the deodorant stick if I needed to.
Hello. I agree with that statement right there. I'm 100% agreement there.
If the booze isn't flowing, there's always a little smoke.
Hello.
So, my dear,
Yes.
what are you most excited about for nationals?
I think my most exciting thing would probably be just hanging out with everyone. I think after the first performance I did with you, I came back just feeling very energized and had a very good time with everybody. And so this time, I think go around, I am ready for I'm ready for the unexpected. B, I'm ready to have a good old time. And C, I'm just really excited for the good energy, positive vibes, and whatever happens, happens.
Meaning we'll win.
Of course. That's not even a question. We're going to win this crown.
Yeah. I've always said, winning to me is not necessarily walking away with the crown. It will be for us because we have put so much energy and sweat and blood and tears into this, but it's doing better than I expected me to do.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And we will do that. I already know. Like I said to Ryan, like this is a team that I individually asked each one of you, will you do this? And there's a reason I asked each one of you. It's because I love you all so much, and like I feel in my heart that this is the team that we were meant to be with. It's so funny because one of our dancers, Jules, is new even to me, and I just felt like when we were together the other day, Jules just kind of like fit in and was just like a part of the team, and we were having such good conversation. And I know that
sorry to cut you off. Sorry.
I know that our rehearsals going forward are going to be like that.
Yeah, I think we had a good old brunch. By the way, Aaliyah knows how to cook a brunch. Let's talk about that. It's like we came in, we had a full platter. We had We had bacon. We had French toast casserole. Am I correct? Yes, a French toast casserole. We had mimosas. What else did we have there? Eggs. It was wonderful. But I think it was my first time meeting everyone but you and of course Chris. But it was good energy. So you have very good taste in men and ladies, I have to say.
I'm telling you, I said it before, but I only hang out with beautiful people, and you've got to be beautiful on the inside and out. That's just really what it is. Beautiful people have to be around me. I'm an Aquarius, and so I'm a very quick judge of character.
We're both Aquarius.
Yeah, Chris is an Aquarian too.
That explains a lot.
Our Tuesday night shows, which you can catch on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Instagram. No, not Instagram. Nothing is on Instagram. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube is called All the Muches, and we call ourselves two Aquarians that show together. Chris and I do a show together on Tuesdays. But anyway, that's called All the Muches, but that's not what we're talking about.
All the Muches.
Nationals. So you're excited about the people and just like being there. Is there anything else that's like you haven't experienced maybe and you're like wondering about it and it could be something that's exciting to you?
I think my biggest curiosity is basically the drag community. I would say. So I think you have been, you basically introduced me to the whole pageant world when when I performed for you last time. And I think my only exposure to the drag community is what like we see on social media, RuPaul, what we see at our bars or local towns, whatever it is. And so I think for me, my biggest curiosity is what the environment is like. Like last time I was there, my mind was like, oh, so this is what the pageants are like. This is how everything is like. And so then when you asked me to come back to nationals, like, of course, I want to experience that again and see what national pageants are really like. And so now here we are. And I think that I'm just curious what the environment, and then just, yeah, that's all I have to say. The environment of what the pageant scene brings to the community.
You're experiencing it backwards. You experienced my hand down mode, which is usually what you experience at the end of pageantry, and now you get to go back and actually see what like competing is like in a pageant.
Yes.
So I mean, hey, there is nothing that will prepare you for any national pageant other than jumping in.
I honestly, that's exactly what we're doing, and that's exactly what I'm doing. What we're doing, well, you're used to is I'm just jumping in, going along for the ride, and just hoping for the best.
So in the pageantry world, kind of to tag on to what you said, Entertainer of the Year is what's known as one of the big four. There are 4 national systems that have been around since the 80s or early 90s, and Entertainer of the Year is one of them. So the first, we call it emeritus, which means that the crown was given to the person and then and they represented for a year. The first emeritus was 1989, and then went into 1990, and then 1991. 1990 was when the first competition was held, and so Tasha Cole was the very first National Entertainer of the Year, who is a friend of mine and has been on the show and is one of our sponsors for nationals. So this is actually not just like one of the big four. This is the 30th anniversary of National Entertainer of the Year. So I will be, if we win, I will be the 30th title holder.
I'm just gonna throw something in. You said if we win, we know we're gonna win, but
we do. Confidence is key, but we need to say like
humble.
Yeah, humbleness is good. Confidence is great. Cockiness is not. Facts. And we are never cocky because we have confidence to boot here.
And look at this interview turning into a history lesson in the span of like 30 seconds. I was like, okay.
Hey, we're here to talk about EOI. We're going to do it. Very fully and crowned, yes. Also, I should say this. If anybody else wants to comment in and ask me or my team questions, go ahead. We are ready for you. Comment
for all the questions.
Yes, all of the questions. Outside of like seeing competition, what is something that you're like really curious about?
You mean about what I'm curious about?
Yeah, overall.
You know, there's so many things I'm curious about. We can talk about like I'm curious about like sexual adventures, like life experiences. Hey, we can go with like that on live. Yes, we can.
As far as Entertainer of the Year.
What I'm curious about what this whole experience is, I honestly think like that's probably my biggest curiosity is like I'm personally I like going through experiences and traveling. I like experiencing new people, experiencing new events or exposure, whatever it is. And I think that's my biggest curiosity is when we get there, just what the environment is. I like to observe things.
I love that. Is there anything that you're like terrified of?
So actually, one thing I am terrified is as much as I like to experience things and observe, I'm actually somewhat of a shy person, to say the least. So when it comes to crowds and big personalities and things like that, I get kind of like bashful. So for the most part, if we're going to be in a crowd, I am very nervous. Not very nervous, just see how it goes, how I am with a large crowd, a group of people that I don't know. But that's why I need you, Chris, Bradley, Ryan, Jules, the team to sort of be like my wing women, men, and just back me up. But that's probably what I'm terrified about.
I mean, I think you will have none of us will have any issues. We're all just, like I said, beautiful people going to a beautiful venue. Maybe I would say it's a beautiful state, but kind of Kentucky.
Little red.
Yeah, it's a little different, but we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna be in our own little Airbnb and have our own little bubble of people, and it's just gonna be fun. So I did ask y'all to prepare 2 questions for me.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with your first one.
So my first question I have for you is actually kind of a lighthearted one. Like the last interview, we went deep. So what can you tell us, the most embarrassing drag show experience you've had? Like for me, I'm a performer, and all performers have that one moment on stage they can always take back, or not take back, but sort of just like, I can't believe that happened. What is that one moment that you can think of off the top of your head right now that you're like, oh crap, that happened?
Oh shit, it happened. You can swear.
Okay, we can curse.
Yeah. So it's at the very top of my list of drag show experiences that I am. Can you give me a tissue really quick? Sorry, my eye is like watering. I'm crying because of it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do the Wendy Williams and fix my eye really quick, even though I don't like what's
a nice little dab. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. You have to do it just so gracefully because you don't want to get the makeup off.
Don't want to ruin the mascara. Okay.
So there's one drag show experience that I am 100% embarrassed about. I don't act like this at shows. I am not the person who does these sort of things, and it was recent. It was actually February that this happened. I went to one of my home bars where I have a regular show, and the day before I was let go from my job. I was laid off because of COVID, obviously, like everybody is having happen. And
COVID life.
Yeah, the COVID life hit me, and I knew I probably should have said no to the gig, but I needed, you need the coins. We're preparing a national pageant.
Hello.
For a national pageant. And I went to the gig, and I drank a lot during my first set. I went and changed. I remember coming out of the dressing room, it's a bathroom. I remember coming out of the dressing room and starting my first number, and the next thing I remember was being home.
Oh.
And apparently I yelled at 2 tables.
Now, when you say you yelled at 2 tables, do we have details on like how did you yell at them? Did you curse them?
So one of them was a table where there were like a lot of. So this particular brunch is not necessarily. It is a drag brunch, but not a lot of queer people come to it. It's a lot of like women and their boyfriends and all of that. And the boyfriends are usually, honestly, they're the people I go to and like mess with. I fuck with them a lot, really.
I mean, they're brave enough to come, so let's
with it. And this particular guy was just as like when I was sassy to him, he was sassy to me, and I love somebody like that at a drag show. Like, if you can give it back as much as I can give it, first of all, I dare you to try. But if you can give it back a little bit, I'm there for it. So this guy was like saying something to me, and I was like, tell me. Apparently the conversation went something like this, because I don't remember, and my friend does, who was there with me. Apparently I said, tell me you want me to perform another number. Tell me you want me to perform another fucking number. And so he said, all right, I want you to perform another number. And I said, say it like you fucking mean it, you bitch. And then I proceeded, he did. Mm-hmm. So he yelled it out, and then I went to another table, and they wouldn't do it, and so I told them to fuck off.
Oh,
yeah. Not my problem.
That next number though,
I sure did.
Okay, there we go. That's all that matters.
Not my proudest moment at a drag show or my proudest moment in life. But, you know, we all go through struggles and we all have to deal with the repercussions of our struggles when we do stuff like that. So it is an embarrassing drag moment, but I love that venue. They love me. And I hope they still love me. And I will continue my drag as is because it's a blip in the lifetime of things that can happen.
I wouldn't call it so much of a struggle, but sort of like a nice little highlight or a nice little, a highlight, a life highlight in your drag career.
All right. You have room for one more question, and then I'm bringing Ryan back, and we're going to chat some more about nationals.
Okay. My second question for you is, what is your preparation you do or you go through before every performance? Do you have a routine? Do you have like I pray or I take a shot or two or I do whatever I want to? Or like, what is your routine that you do before every performance, if you have one?
Preferably I'm getting ready at home because I like to paint my face at home. I will tell you right now, Drag Race would kill me because I take anywhere from like 2 to 4 hours, depending on how I'm feeling that day. And Drag Race gives you like 45 minutes to an hour to get ready.
I don't know how they do it.
But yeah, I mean, my process, currently I can tell you what my process is. I go and I set up my station, which is in my bathroom because we have those good vanity lights. I start getting ready. I glue down my brows. I do all of my skin prep. I shave, and then I turn on. No lie, every Saturday I turn on Tajma Stetson's Cocktails and Classics. Tajma is my very best friend who won the night that we handed down. And she does a show every Saturday that is her playing her clarinet. And so I listen to that while I'm getting ready. And then usually I've already set up my studio and have everything here ready because my studio is set up in my living room, dining room, combo area. And then is there anything I'm missing, honey, that I do regularly? I usually warm up vocally even if I'm not singing.
What's your warm-ups? Do you like do re mi fa so, or do you riffs? Do you do some tongue?
I do. You know what? Every time I try and find a different YouTube video that is for tenor vocal warm-ups.
Could we get a little warm-up, like a little sample?
What did I do today? Oh yeah, I did a lot of lip trills. So I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go up and down the scales, and I also have lip filler, so it's harder for me to do that. But it's harder with lip filler to be able to do that. I have no qualms about talking about my fillers and my enhancements.
Embrace it.
But embrace it. But okay, so those were and then I did get Ryan a bonus question, but before we do your bonus question, I'm gonna give you a second to think. Ryan, come on back. We're gonna hang out, the three of us. And hi, babe.
Hey.
So you can do a bonus question that you get to ask, and I'm gonna challenge Ryan to answer the question as well after I do. Even if it's not meant for you, I'm gonna challenge you to answer it for yourself.
Okay.
Oh my God. Wait, where's my crown? I need a crown to answer this.
So E, go ahead, babe.
Let me just wait. Okay. Cheers, folks.
Oh yeah, cheers, y'all.
Number 4.
Very salty. Lots of brine. Okay.
Wait, are you asking the question or are we asking you the question?
You're asking, Ethan, you are asking the question. I'm going to answer first, then Ryan is going to answer.
Wait, can Ryan go first? Because I can't think that fast in the spot here.
All right, then that means you have to answer Ryan's question.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, okay. Ryan. I have to make up a question too?
I'll go first. I'm going to ask.
I'm not going to think on the spot like this.
Here's how it's going to go. I'm going to ask both of you a question. Ethan, you're answering first because you chickened out on the question.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
And then Ryan will answer, and then we're gonna go, just to give you more time. Then we'll go Ryan. I'll answer, you'll answer, and then Ethan will ask, and then I'll answer, and Ryan will answer. Does that make sense?
Okay, that makes sense.
I will guide you along the way. All right.
Okay.
Sure you will.
So you are both Team Martinez. You are in the mix of everything. What was the first thought that went through your head when I said, "Will you be on my national team?" Ethan, go ahead.
It was a yes. I think I responded very quickly when you sent me that text message.
Was there anything like going through your head?
Oh yeah, let's do this nice little bop of adventure again. Of course. It was a good time first time, so I said yes, let's do it again. I can't say that like, yeah. It was a hands down yes.
Love that. Ryan?
Well, at first when you asked me, I was like, okay, what day is it? What time is it? And then I was like, okay, is she desperate? But then again, and then I remember I'm a Martinez, so I'm like, you know what? Yes, I will do this.
Yeah.
The bitch knows how to move too.
I know.
Move, girl.
I mean, I could move in bed very good, so I don't know, like maybe a little bit in stage, but you know, I don't have two left feet, so. No, but when you asked me, I knew it was gonna be a good time. Like that week, I asked my manager to like give me vacation.
First, I have a follow-up for both of you so that you have a little bit more time. Ethan, you can go first again. I think this is going to be an issue for either one of you, but I did tell both of you that there is one singing line in the dance. What was your thought when I told you that?
If it was going to be a tenor, bass, or baritone section. If it was going to be a tenor note, then you don't have me. I can't hit those tenor notes. I'm a bass.
It's not though. It's very singing.
I know, but if it was a tenor, I'm gonna go straight falsetto on you.
Ryan, my dear. I had no problem because I could lip sing. So if people are like singing, I could move too. You know, like Brittany did it the whole her career. I could do it in 1 hour.
There we go.
Oh, that's funny. It'll be like not even 30 seconds of actual singing, and it is one note basically. It's all in unison, so all of you will be singing the same thing.
All right, good.
All right, Ryan, you are up. I told Ethan I would give him a little break. So, what's your question?
Thank you.
So, and you guys are gonna answer it both, right?
Yes, I'm gonna answer it. He's gonna answer it.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be necessarily a question for either one of us. It could be a question for him that I'm answering, or a question for me that he's answering.
Okay, so if you don't like someone and you have to be in a room with them, how do you act?
If I don't like someone and I have to be in the room with them, I'm usually cordial, and that's I will usually say, "Hey, how's it going?" and then I will be done. And
Bye.
if I don't want to be in the room with you, you probably know why, and that's it. I'm a very forward person, and that gets me in trouble a lot of times, but it also does me personally. It does a lot of service.
I will second my Aquarius sister over here that if I don't like you, you'll probably know why, or you'll probably understand why, and I'll be very cordial. I'll be polite. I'll be a nice gentleman towards you. I won't start anything, but I won't go out of my way to ask how your day's going.
Just to let you guys know, I'm also an Aquarius.
Hello.
But I carry a knife in my pocket.
I'm gonna cheers to this. I'm
Yeah,
let's
cheers to the Aquarian-ness going on here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do my olives show? Yes, they do. They're
Yes,
not
they
green.
do.
Because I'm on a green,
like tiny balls.
I'm on a green screen, so.
I don't have that elegant backdrop. I have this beautiful painting right now. I'm borrowing from my friend over here. But that's it.
I think it's very helpful.
I'm in the dark because my room is not clean.
All right, Ethan.
You know, the funny thing is I had a very good question. I lost it. I'm kind of mad I lost it, but here we go.
Was it because you're looking at Aaliyah? You're like mesmerized?
I was mesmerized by everything.
Yes.
The lips, the hair,
Yes.
the makeup.
You know what I actually compared this look to, and y'all are probably gonna laugh at me for thinking that this much of a woman, but back in the day, Givenchy did an ad with Liv Tyler, and this was basically her look.
Yeah.
It was very nude with a bold lip and had like this smoky green eye with it, and
Hello.
Looks good.
I'm basically a Givenchy ad is what I'm saying.
Okay, just remembered it before I forget this. Okay, so Ryan, you're a performer as well, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Okay, so if I would throw a boombox on my shoulder right now and blast a song, what song would you lip sync to right now?
I would lip sing Lil Kim. I got a man in Japan and a dude in the Saititi. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough for the needy. Something like that.
Oh my god.
I'm not a good rapper. I'm not a good rapper, but I love Lil Kim.
Lyrics down.
What song am I feeling right now? That's a very good question. For some reason, I'm feeling like Selena No Me Queda Mas.
Okay.
Beanie Beanie Bum Bum. The same song.
Isn't there like a new Selena show out right now?
There
Yes.
is. Netflix has a Selena series.
It's on VH1, right?
Teen Talent and Aquarius. It's on Netflix.
That's
Netflix,
what it
yes.
is.
If any of our audience members have any questions for us, go ahead and send those in. I also, Ethan, if Sergey is still there, I would love a question from him.
Someone to grab him right now. He's fighting me. He ran away.
Sergey, come here. Don't do this to me. I will come get you.
No.
While Sergey is coming on screen, I just want to say to all of our podcast listeners out there, we got the show each and every Saturday night, which is live on my Facebook, on my Twitter, on my Twitch, and on my YouTube. Go ahead and check those out. And if you are listening in I just said it, in, think of the word, Chip? Podcast land. Wow, I lost the word. If you are listening in on Podcast land, you can find our show every Saturday. But let me know where you're listening from. Comment down below.
I'm just throwing it out there. When you said you're going to ask Sergey a question, I don't think I've seen him run so fast in my life. He ran to the back. He shut that door. I can't even go get him right now. He disappeared.
Are you on a computer or on a phone?
I'm on my phone.
Then you can get him.
Should we venture over to get him? See if this happens?
Yes.
Right, Ryan? We should, definitely.
We should.
If any of you out there, again, any of our viewers have questions for me or my team for Nationals, this will be one of the last interviews we are doing without us.
Hello.
Oh.
Ma'am.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
I don't do that.
Busy.
I'm busy too. Sergey,
I know you hear Aaliyah.
Ryan, can we get Steven?
Come here. He's not.
Hold on. Let me see if he'll say yes.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Aaliyah, did I hear one of your dogs barking in the background?
I hope not, because they're in the bedroom. Okay, so we are competing in multiple categories, and you are a part of at least 2 of them so far. Oh wait, did he come back in the room? I saw you look at something.
Oh no. Okay, so if you see, so we have it set up right now that we're like live on the TV. In the background.
Yeah, love that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're competing in multiple categories. Are there any categories that you have questions about, or that you're?
He's shy right now. He said no as well.
Everyone's shy.
Sergey. All right, I will get the OG question asker to ask us a question. He knew this was going to happen, so he should have been prepared. What is the funniest correct message you've ever gotten on social media? That is rude. So I can go first on this, and then we'll go Ethan, Ryan. Or no, we'll go Ryan, Ethan, because I've made you answer first a couple of times. So it'll be me, Ryan, Ethan. All right. So I get proposed to on the regular, and 90% of the time they send a dick pic with their proposals.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying Michael gets proposed to. Aaliyah gets proposed to almost daily. And none of the penises are pretty.
I think sometimes it's like the assholes too, and it's like,
Yeah, I don't get much of those. I mean, I get them every now and then. What has been your favorite night out in NYC ever? Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. Before we go to that question, Ryan, what is your funniest DM that you've received on social media?
I had someone Facebook me once and ask me if I was the guy in a porn movie called Asians in Pain.
hello.
I had to Google that myself. And I was like, oh, that does look like me. I mean, I look good, but I said no, I wasn't.
Movie? I didn't even know that was a thing in Asian and Pain.
It's like a website. Yeah, like it's like a website with like, you know, and then they have I was like, no, that was not me, but I'm flattered. Thank
It's a website with like and then they have like
Thank you.
Thank you.
You could find me on OnlyFans.com though. Not kidding.
What is your most memorable DM experience? Ooh, I dropped my card.
I don't have very funny DMs dropped in my messages. I guess like you know what? Okay, so I'm a big time nerd. So I think like the most unique DM I've ever gotten is someone asked me what's my first starting Pokemon. There we go. That'll be the funniest one. If we're gonna keep like without the awkwardness. So yeah.
What was your answer? Because I have no idea what that even means, by the way.
You don't know Pokemon?
Honey, I was popular in high school.
Oh, stop. She said she's popular. Oh, no.
On that note, my starting Pokemon's Charmander. I'll go with Charmander.
Aww.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
I will say this. I've never in my life played a game of Pokemon.
You're missing out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They have the app now where you could actually like find a Pokemon in your bathroom, in your bed. I found Pikachu on the subway on the 7 train.
I will take your word for it.
I'll trust you with that.
Yeah.
I'll introduce you when we're on the tour, when we're walking around. I'm gonna whip out Pokemon Go, and then we'll catch them Charmanders behind the nightclub. There we go.
Sarah had a question.
Giving
memorable night in New York City. I would say my most memorable night in New York City. Oh. What is my most memorable night in New York City? That's actually really a hard question. I think I remember quite a few things, but
I remember.
I mean, I would love to say that I performed at like New York City Pride, but nobody's asked me. But my most memorable night in New York City, probably, actually, I know this. I do. Hopefully he watches this later, but the night of Chris and Matthew's benefit after their apartment had burned down, that was probably one of my most memorable nights. Just seeing New York City. I had New York City nightlife come together. I had the chorus come together. We had probably like 500 people. The club's closed down now, so it doesn't matter. We probably had 500 people in therapy. Therapy, the nightclub, not therapy, actual therapy.
I was there.
Right? It was a
good
show. That's probably one of my most memorable nights in New York City nightlife. Ethan, how about you?
Actually, so one of my most memorable nights in New York City was probably in high school, like way back in the day. In high school, I had a like online pen pal, and like he and I would like nothing risque, none of the sorts. So one of those like random online pen pals and like those gay chatting rooms where you're like, okay, I don't know who to talk to, and so like he and I like stayed in communication. So I'm like 17, 18 years old, and then we never met in person. So fast forward, so I'm 18 then. So fast forward to like maybe like 22, 23. I'm in a Metropolitan bar. And he and I would like randomly throw messages at one another, being like, hey, how you doing? How's life? Blah, blah, blah. And then I'm in Metropolitan and I'm dancing, having fun with my friend. It was actually Sergey I was at Metropolitan with. And I see this person and I was like, wait a minute. And then I tapped this person on the shoulder. The person turned around. They looked at me. I looked at this person and I was like, are you such and such? And they're like, oh my goodness. And I was like, nice to meet you. I've only talked to you online, but here you are in New York. And so then like after I believe like 10 years of just talking online, we finally met, unplanned, unscheduled, none of that, just impromptu meeting. And then since then, like he and I have been like staying in communication. So that would be my most memorable night in New York.
You, Ryan, how about you, babe?
I think my most memorable night, I think it was when back in November 10, 2011. I was on a date that I was not interested on. We went to therapy. I was so bored. I was like, you're paying for this drink, right? I was so bored. He said, oh yeah, I'm paying for it. So I went on Grindr, and the first was the guy I'm married to right now. And like, so my battery was dying, so I just gave him my phone number, and then 3 days later, I got the keys to his apartment, and we moved in together in 2 months. Wait, that was the most memorable night.
3 days later, you had the keys to his apartment?
Yes.
Teach me your ways. What's your secret?
Well, that's
Martinez.
I moved in together.
You said Martinez.
Team Martinez is a secret, honey.
I mean,
we get what we want.
That's not a lie, because Chip and I moved in after 3 months, I think. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that was the most memorable because it was unexpected. It was on. I mean, when you hear that sound, girl, it's like, okay, really cool, but it wasn't. It lasted. So
I would have said meeting my husband was the most memorable night, but it happened during the day. So.
Okay.
I mean, it's night somewhere.
Here's the story. How did y'all meet?
We met at Whole Foods in Columbus Circle.
Okay.
What were you buying?
Did he buy you like the cookie? Did he buy you like those like samples? Did he like, hey cutie, here's some products? No.
He was there being a broke college student making chicken tortilla soup, if I remember right. Oh. And I worked at a Michelin restaurant at the top of the shops at Columbus Circle. And I came down because something had broken in the kitchen and they needed something quick to replace it.
Okay.
Well, I love Chip.
That's that. I love Chip too. He's essential on the Martinez team.
But who did I get the looks from, you or Dad? I just want to find out.
Me, obviously.
Okay, good.
Obviously.
All right, darlings. We are rounding out the end of the show. So I want each of you to be able to leave the audience with closing words. Before you do that, so you have a second to prepare them, I just want to say I'm very excited to have both of you on the team. I love both of you from your head to your toe and beyond. And I just cannot believe that this is actually happening. COVID did a lot to like delay this experience. We were supposed to compete. Actually, we were supposed to compete in 2019, and then it turned into 2020, and then 2020 didn't happen, so it was 2021. And it's just like, this is a 3-year process that I've been preparing for, and this is the title of my dreams, EOY, because it is Entertainer of the Year. It's everything that I stand for as an entertainer. It's everything that I want to be, and I am just so excited to have the family around me that I do. And both of you are an integral part of that. So we started with Ryan's interview. So any closing words, babe?
Closing words. Let me see. I'll say something that's kind of relevant to the time right now. It's something called, it's not about the fall, it's how you actually get up.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. 2019 and 2020 were the fall, and we got back up and we're doing it.
Hello.
Yep.
All right, E. What's up, babe?
All right. So if we're going all inspirational, I will say everyone needs to keep
Non-inspirational if you want.
Non-inspirational or inspirational?
Either or, whatever you decide.
Either or. Everyone needs to keep moving forward, have fun, live your truth, have a kiki, have a bop. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Live your life.
And we don't have that kiki.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if you want to support Team Martinez, Ethan and Ryan are 2 of my 6 backup dancers/singers. We also have my dresser and my all-around like wrangler, who is Tajma Stetson, Miss Gay United States 2019, or Michael Tolbert. My husband obviously is an integral part of the system and has been keeping me mildly sane. I get crazy on my own, but keeping me mildly sane during these months and years. And we are just going to have the most amazing time. It's going to be fucking cool to be there in Louisville. And I've been a backup. I've been a dresser. I've been a national title holder for another system, crossing that stage as a national representative. But this will be my first and hopefully last time being on that stage as a competitor. I'm so grateful for both of you. If you want to support Team Martinez, you can look at my Venmo and Cash App below. They are right there. And if you want a piece of herstory, go and check out my website. That is AaliyahMartinezQueen.com. Get your t-shirts, get your Team Martinez on, get your EOY support, or if you just want to get some Viva Aaliyah merch, that's fine. We have everything from t-shirts to masks and everything in between. So check it out, AaliyahMartinezQueen.com. Ethan, Ryan, thank you both so much.
Thank you, Aaliyah.
I'm going to put you backstage, but don't go anywhere. All right, Vivas, this is another show. We have another one down, and next week we have a very special show. So back in season 2, y'all chose, was it season 2? I don't remember. Either way, back in the day, y'all chose the makeup that I was going to paint live with on the show. And that makeup has arrived, and we have finally picked a date. I will be sitting down with my sisters Tajma, Stetson, and Molten Decadence, and we have a very special RuPaul's Drag Race guest that will be with us. We're going to chat about what's going on, how we're all doing, and we're going to paint a mug. You're going to see how we go from the boy to the goddess. All right, y'all. I love you, and we will see you next week. Viva Aaliyah.
Viva Aaliyah.